Hello. Doing a part 2 to the small sketchbook tour, so it's been about a month here again. I feel like this video is going to be a little more fun. I don't know, because I was having more fun in my sketchbook. Some cleanup from last time. I had mentioned a marker that I really like, and I brought it with me this time so I can show you. So it's the Permapack. It's got the sakura flower on it, but I really like these. It has like a chisel tip and then like a smaller nubby tip. So there's that. Boop. There you go. So last time we left off, and I was kind of doing like animals and people and such. So there's the gorillas. And then last time I left off on this page. So what are we in now? April? So this was from March. So I left off on this page. I'm probably not gonna get too technical about what I did this time. It's more just gonna be a show and tell. So these are some loose gestural bats that I did. And that was when we were hanging out with some friends because it was a really nice day out. Boop. And then there's more bats. I used a bunch of Master's Touch markers on these. Just practicing. I don't know. I'm just really into bats. Bats are cool. Using more weird colors, I guess. But the bats were like orange and yellow and stuff. And then I realized I only had one yellow marker. So a lot of it is the same yellow. So there's those dudes. I didn't write a date on this one. But yeah, so it was March 14 that I did those guys. Here's some owls. That was the next day. Or no, 3/18. So a couple days afterward. I was just using like a felt tip marker. And that was on all of them. So this is all just felt tip marker. And then the background was these weird mixed colored pencils that I really like. They just kind of like change color, so it'll have like 4 different leads in them. And those are actually Crayola. These I think were Papermate? Yeah, Papermate felt tip pens. Because I have a lot of teacher friends that really like those. So yeah, I was just really into owls that day. They're cute. I like them. Thinking about like how feathers lay, patterns that appear on them, their faces. Just doing some weird goofy poses. Yeah. Look at that for a second. This video probably won't be as long. Which, yay, that's good. Because I feel like I went on too much in the last one. I was trying to draw people again because I was like, wow, it's been a really long time since I've drawn, like, a body. And it was not going well, so that was an off day. That's why that angry face is there. Yep, March 19. This one wasn't terrible, but she's just, like, super long. And then we had friends over at our place, so I just did some, like, little scenery work. Oh my god, we're focusing today. The camera's getting it, boys. We're here. So yeah, just like this little side of a castle. There was this cool brick wall thing that I saw with a bunch of plants overgrowing it. This one I feel like is not very readable, but it's like trees in a canyon. And then this one I really enjoyed. It was just a little cottage with some water behind it. And then to fill the gaps, I just did a bunch of little dudes and mushrooms. So there's some of the lads. Mushroom. That little guy is cute. And then some like Venus flytrap things. Whoop. Next page, please. And then I think I was hanging out with my brother when I did this one because I wanted to try like drawing a full figure again because I was like, oh my god, can I even do that? Do I remember how? And then an owl just to fill the space. Literally, it just started with her and my pink pen, and then brush pen the owl, and then I don't know. I wanted to fill out the page more. This was also with my brother. Just a creepy goat. I just like it. It's just a creepy guy. some weird background junk, and that was using that thick perma-pack marker again. So there's that page. Also, I'm kind of filming at an angle today because my phone, I don't know, dude, I would turn off auto rotate and it would just keep like changing my camera back to that vertical lens, and I was like, dude, what are we doing here? I don't even know. Yeah, so there's that. That's March 23rd. Just kind of like, I don't know, a silly page. I was using my, oh my god, what is it? Hang on, I have my bag right here, I can find out. Right, the Preppy. So, whoop. Oh, can I do that thing? Oh my god, I can. Preppy Platinum No.2, and that's a fountain pen. So it's got a nib. Super fun. Love this pen. I got it for like $5. So yeah, I was just drawing a cicada, really all loosely. Whatever this thing is, I don't even remember what they're called. Probably a plant hopper if I had to guess. And then, I don't know, I wasn't really jiving with them, so I just do them all silly and like cartoony. So he's like, eh? I don't know. And then I was trying to draw like monsters from Monster Hunter from memory, which, I don't know, I don't think I did a terrible job. So, back to bats. I really liked the Paolumu in World. The Uth Duna from Wilds recently. And then I was also playing Stardew Valley, so there's just a little starfruit guy. Or not starfruit. Oh god, what are they? Gem fruit? No. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. It's the thing you get to like increase your health bar, your status bar, energy bar. You know. You already know. So yeah. There's those guys. Not that exciting. But kind of fun to like test your memory of like how does the Uth Duna look. And I feel like I wasn't too far off with this. Because then I did like an Uth Duna from a screenshot I had taken. Or no, maybe this wasn't from me. This might have just been an internet rip of someone else's screenshot. So yeah. There's another Uth Duna, just quickly with a brush pen. And then I was just thinking about, like, lizards and geckos and junk. So I think this was either with the Preppy or the Micron. And then I have notes to myself, as you do. So then I have, like, idea for later, pink gorilla in a square shape. Which actually, that's becoming hopefully a big painting. Or we'll see if I commit, actually. Another note, like, try drawing Monster Hunter boys in your own poses. Use other animals for references. So I had wanted to do, like, the Uth Duna in, like, other poses. I never did get around to that, but whatever. Went to a local Zine Fest. Very cool. Compose mini Zines with sketches. So, like, I plan on doing another Zine where it's just a bunch of long dogs. That's the whole Zine. Literally long dogs. And you'll see that I get a little obsessed with, like, long dogs later. Yeah. Oh, and also, I'm watching Dragon Ball right now with my boyfriend. I tried to draw Chaozu and old Piccolo from memory, and this does not look like Piccolo, it looks like Tambourine, and my boyfriend clocked that right away. And then there's just the 4-star ball, because, you know, Goku's, that's his grandpa's ball. Also, I love Chaozu. He's super cute. Don't at me. Or do at me. I don't know. I'm sure there's plenty of people that really don't like Chaozu. That's fine. He's a little dingus. I like him. He's just baby. Okay, so I was, like, really struggling to remember how to draw people, and it was driving me nuts. So I did a bunch of 30-second poses. So this whole page is just 30-second poses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I did, oh gosh, I think the website is called Line of Action. It'll give you a video where you can literally pick a class to do. And so it'll do a bunch of 30-second poses, and then a couple 1 minutes, and then like 5-minute poses, and then a 10-minute one. So yeah, there's that. And I chose a class with a mix of men and women, and I was getting really upset because I was getting a lot of men, and it was all the same guy, and I'm like, oh, dude, I just want a bunch of different body shapes so I can practice. So yeah, I feel like my 1-minute poses went better. The pink ones are 30 seconds still, and I labeled it as such. And then the rest of the page is 1 minute, so the red Papermate and whatever this black marker was that I was using. So 1, 2, 3, I feel like went pretty good. And then 4 and 5 were whatever. Pink pen did not go well. And then I wrote, so many dudes, crying face. Not that I don't enjoy drawing men. I like drawing men and women and everyone in between. I'm just, it was just the same 2 guys I kept getting. And they had such odd poses. I wasn't vibing. And then here was my 4-minute pose and my 5-minute pose, which I wasn't too happy with either. And then my 10-minute pose. So I ended up just drawing over it for the most part. So when I was drawing over it, I was mostly looking at reference photos of statues. So that's what this is. And I really liked that. These were all with my brush pen, which I'll grab out since it's here. So, whoop. You get it? Yeah! So that's my Sai Akashia pen. It's kind of worn off because I use it so much, but it says Japan or Japanese. The tip is sick. Oh yeah, look at that. And it's very, like, I don't know, bendy. Can I show you? Yeah, so it really does its thing. It's just really pliable, and I like it a lot. So yeah. This one was my favorite. It was just some, like, I don't know. It was either Mayan or Aztec or Incan off of Pinterest. This is just some weird gargoyle buffalo dude. Little deer. Little Buddha guy. Some lady that kind of looks like she's stoned. That's on me. I didn't do a good job with her eyes, but I really like how she turned out. This is from Dragon Ball, because I'm dumb. So that's March 30th. Then I was, like, trying to think of poses for that gorilla painting that I want to do. So these 3 pink ones are all just different poses that I was trying out. I ended up liking this one a lot, and I had to re-find my reference, and that was annoying. But I think I did find it. So this will be a painting eventually. I'm using gouache for that. Maybe at the end of the video I'll take my camera out and, like, show you. Actually, just kidding, I won't do that because I'm afraid my screen will rotate and then we'll have the wrong way. Yeah. So, this is a note for me to go to a cake tasting on the 12th, which actually I just did that recently. It was really fun. My mom was making cakes for some kind of auction that's happening. I think it's for the Humane Society. Don't quote me on that. I didn't like how this page looks, so then I just drew some random bird, and then another gargoyle guy. He was just all squiggly, and I liked him. This was just kind of like a big test run on what kind of colors and shadows I want to use for when I paint this gorilla. But it's going to be gouache, so I feel like I'm going to focus on the fur a lot. Yeah, just some quick little guys. Whoa. Dude, I'm so jazzed that, like, everything is focusing today. That's actually hype. So here's the beginning of Long Dogs. I know he looks kind of like a deer, but this was a dog. And it's really lightly drawn, so it's kind of hard to see when I have my light blasting on it. And I was really sad that day, so I drew Sad Boy Hours. I don't even remember what I was sad about. But drawing definitely helped me get out of that funk. So if you're ever feeling not great, maybe draw. Just get off your phone, for real though. Like, our phones are evil and I hate them. Yeah, we need them to survive right now. I don't know, dude. You gotta be informed, but you gotta not be informed. You know what I'm saying? So I had wanted to do a self-portrait with, like, my eyes dripping a bunch of goop and stuff. But, I don't know. I was having an off day and I couldn't draw heads. So then I just wrote over it Sad Boy Hours. And then I ended up drawing a dog instead of me with, like, all this goop coming out. And I really wanted to use my, like, Crayola Swirls pencils. I don't have those on me, but they came in, like, a 6-pack or something. So I did that. See if you can, like, kind of see the dog more. I did like how that turned out. And then I also just wanted to do something repetitive to fill the page. So I just used a marker and just like did a bunch of lines. All right, we're going faster. We're trekking. More long dogs. I really liked this. This was just some like green tea thing that I drank. Some overpriced drink. Whoop. Good for your gut. It was called Half Day. It was a really sweet green tea. I kind of didn't like it. It was too sweet. If I'm drinking green tea, I don't want it to be sweet. I don't know. I'm looking for something more bitter and like lame tasting. Just some little flower sketches because I wanted to do some flowers. This was also a plant that wasn't working well. This is that colored pencil again, the swirls that I just wanted to use to fill the space. My light is kind of bright, but this is another long dog. That was with the swirl pencil. Did some flowers. Oh, excuse me. I don't know, like, I just wanted to fill the background, and I liked it at first because I was just kind of scribbling in one direction, and then eventually I was like, oh, do I actually like this? Let me try swirling and, like, doing whatever. And I didn't like it for a while, and now looking at it again, I am okay with it. Like, that's fine. I think I had more fun in my next few pages just because I was like, whatever, I don't care anymore. This is just bringing me joy to be making something. So I think that helped me loosen up, you know? And obviously by doing stuff, like, consistently, I feel like I was getting better. I was just enjoying drawing more and having a good time. Definitely draw for yourself. Don't draw to be like, I want to make content and post it, because I feel like that's when I do my worst, is when I'm like, oh god, I have to, like, make this, you know, view-worthy or whatever. And that's why I kind of started this, like, YouTube series, was to be more chill and just kind of show you stuff and not edit and worry about, is the content good or whatever. That's up for you to decide if this is good or not. I don't need your validation. It does make me feel better, I'm not gonna lie. But I think we all need to have that mindset of, like, we're doing this for ourselves and not for others, because then you're gonna enjoy doing it more, you know? That's my spiel. I guess get angry in the comments if you want about it. It will make me sad, but that's just being a human, I guess. I did really like everyone's nice comments on my last video, so thank you so much for that. That was really pleasant to see. Here's a page that I just wanted a bunch of notes on. I had this, like, really ugly fish that I did with Micron pen that was really thin. And it was just kind of like affirmations for myself, like, trust the process. Why does it need to be good? It doesn't. Like, I'm allowed to just enjoy drawing. Like, we can draw garbage and be happy about it, you know? So that's kind of what this spread was about. There's some more ideas on here, like, make a Zine with affirmations for other artists to be like, hey, you're an artist. You don't have to share or post everything. Not everything needs to be perfect. You can get ugly. And then I wrote just like, sometimes I just want to work with text. Like, and that's allowed. I'm allowed to do that, which is what this spread kind of was. And then I also wrote, it's okay if I don't want to mix colors, you know? We can just, like, call it a limited palette. Ha ha ha. If you do like mixing colors, that's awesome. Sometimes I just get so stressed out because sometimes I'll mix a color and then I don't have enough of that color for later because I'm stupid. So sometimes I'm just like, I just want the colors ready for me. And I literally just bought a watercolor set where it has a bunch of colors because I was getting sick of just mixing everything, because I had one professor tell me, like, you should always be mixing your colors or whatever, and, like, don't ever use black. And, you know, it's kind of funny because now I use, like, a lot of black in everything. I made work on creating a portfolio because I feel like I should have something to show. Like, it would just be good to have a collection of work to be like, hey, this is what I do. And then I have, it's so easy to be mean, choose kindness, especially on yourself, because it's, I don't know, it takes like 2 seconds to be like, wow, that sucks. But it also only takes 2 seconds to be like, hey, that looks great. Like, we should be doing that more often. And I put, especially on myself, because I'm always like beating myself up over things, I'm like, oh man, like, like with this fish, I was like, oh, I hate this. This looks like garbage because it's just, I don't know. I didn't really like the thin lines I was using, and I didn't like how it looked. And we need to not do that as much. We need to just be like, hey, I drew a fish and got some practice in, so that's cool. I tried a new background and I liked how that went. We're just like practicing and learning, so we need to just be chill about it. I put this page is for me because this was just a page for myself. All right, enough of that. Another long dog. Really liked how this one went. He does have balls, so just know that that's there, I guess. And then just this night guy and a horse. Everyone kept saying this looks really trippy, and I guess they're not wrong. I don't know, I really like comic books, and I really want to do some kind of just very, like, artful comic book thing. So I feel like this had a little bit of storytelling with it, where it was just, like, this concerned knight, maybe he's looking for his horse, and then there's his, like, horse all scared and being all weird, or maybe something happened to his horse where he's not acting the same, and it's just, like, I don't know, maybe this horse is trapped in a weird dimension, and there's magic, because why not? So I don't know. Yeah, so I like that. And then this was just, you know, writing, because like I said, I like doing text. Maybe I'm not great at it, but it was fun. This did a lot of good stuff for me. Even just like this dainty little dumb thing here. I don't know. And these flowers. Yeah. Also, I really like chainmail. And then I got, you know, the best of both worlds. I got my animals, and I got my people. And then I just got the weird stuff in between. So, really liked how this came along. And this was not too long ago. I thought I wrote the date on here. Oh, yeah, it's huge. Haha. April 9th. So that's the 1 month mark from where we last saw stuff. I have a page here because, like, this was wet. I just did this because I got a new stamp and I wanted to try it. So I tried to do some self-portraits. This kind of looks like me, and so does this. I was pretty happy with it. This was some garbage marker. I don't even know. It was something blue laying around. More long dogs. More writing, because it's just fun. So, yeah. I just wanted to do some monochromatic stuff and try and do faces again. And it felt like maybe I should be doing more self-portraits so that I can always have a reference to practice with. I did take photos of myself for this. I think it would be good if I had practiced with maybe a mirror instead, which I do have. So maybe next time. Yeah. And then I worked a technical double this day. So in the morning before work, I drew this. And it was great. And then later in the day, we were getting hecked at work, and they were like, can you come in? And I was like, yeah, dude. More hours, more money. Let's go. More art supplies, am I right? I only came back for like 2 hours to just save everyone, and I was not expecting to walk into chaos. So then after that shift, I just wanted to draw little cartoony, noodly dogs, and they're like orbiting this weird spiral planet. Some plant, some text. So I was burnt out, and I just wanted to do this. And that lifted my spirits, and then I fell asleep, and it was great. And then, yeah, this is the literal next day. I was just so exhausted. So I drew myself, and I just wrote loser on there because I thought it was funny, because I'm dumb. And I really wanted to do swirly eyes, because I just really like swirly eyes. And then I made it weird because I made my tongue all long and curly. I think I could have worked this one a little more with, like, the red fine pen I had, or maybe make my hair darker. I don't know. And then we're just doing some weird patterns around it. And then I'm really excited for this, like, date stamp that I have, because then I can just date everything. I'll probably still write it sometimes if I don't have the stamp on me, but yeah. So we'll get a little look at that. Oh, boys, we are focusing. We are focusing. We're in our lane, focusing. So yeah. That's what I got for you. Thanks again for stopping by. See you next month. Y'all have a great day.